see if it's working, because there we go. Let's close this. Is YouTube just lagging behind? Right, because stream is delayed, so gonna have to cut that out of the VOD later. So I guess I'll just chill for a bit while I wait for people to filter in. I guess I'll pull up Facebook on. My phone. I guess I should just like create another window for this crap. Where is my stream link? Keyboard is so loud. Hello, Zaragoza. How are you doing? Alright. Oh boy, we have a whole 2 people here, so I just made the post on Twitter, but the plan today is that I'm just gonna like yap about the anime for a little bit while people filter in, and then we will do new cards. I'm gonna have to like go get the window up for that, actually. Let's get Discord up. And then, you know, we will do the actual plan for today, which is the budget deck building stream. Oh boy, I'm glad I'm the second priority to terrible TikToks. Let's get all the new cards pulled up, and then I can start yapping a bit. This is not what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay. Yeah, like Atlas is not here today because he's like busy having a life, I think. So, but this was always going to be the plan for this week, was just like budget deck building stream. I have planned out like most of them if you saw the random notes app I put up, but like at least some of these are just going to be built in real time as I figure out what the deck is supposed to look like. Definitely going to happen for like Minerva and Greedon that I like have not researched for. So, as of right now, I am just streaming by myself because Atlas is busy having a life. Let's see what he said he was doing today. Hopefully I don't just leak our Facebook chat again. But, like, I think... Oh. So, Katie's his wife's friend is, like, doing a rehearsal dinner, presumably for their wedding, and then next week he has, like, a little family thing that he's doing, so... I am by myself. Matt might join in later if he decides to just, like, call me on Discord. I don't know. It's not, like, super essential. But anyways... yapping about the anime. I'll admit, I did not call, like, Liel Amorta being called off of that one Blitz order Heavenly Bright. My prediction for it, let's put Twitter back on the screen. Also, this just amused me. Let me see. So yeah, I forgot that the deck already had a top deck option with Heavenly Bright. I was doing all of this like speculation about like, oh, maybe the new card will be a way to like stack the deck. That didn't happen. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then I was like, okay, either that or like somehow she's gonna get the over trigger out of her soul. I wasn't expecting that she was just gonna like play a card that already existed to like jump scare with the Amorta PG. So, that was a thing. And I forget that the stream like lags behind a little bit because of the thing, so I can't actually see where you guys are at right now. Or maybe I can. Okay, no, the YouTube preview is just being a little weird for me. Okay, no, the YouTube preview is just being a little weird for me. Okay, no, the YouTube... Alright, so anyways, like I was saying, there is that, and then of course there's the actual, like, plot twist of, like, what happened with Sybilt afterwards. So, I don't know how I feel about, like, all of them were on the bus at the same time during, like, the big, fateful, traumatic event. Like, I don't know, I feel like it cheapens it a little bit, where it's like, oh, yep, everything was actually Sybilt's fault this whole time. It's just kind of easy to be like, yes, we have something we can specifically blame for the problem now, instead of this just being, like, a tragic conflict between the two siblings. And of course, how many simp posts do you think there is going to be for Evil now? There's already a bunch. And I saw this funny picture comparing her to Kanzaki because they kind of looks very similar, and I'm gonna have to draw this now. Like, I'll take a break from all of the Gooner art to, like, do this because it's funny. Kanzaki was my favorite character in V. And of course, like, the real question for next week is, like, do you think we're gonna get Gui versus Sybilt? Like, where we get the thing where the old final boss jobs out to the new one so we can establish how powerful the new character is? Because we, like, sort of have that. I don't think we've ever had it in the case where it's, like, the old final boss fighting the new final boss. It was always just, like, I remember in the original series, it was Kai fighting against Ren with, like, Dote, and then he loses. And then, our second season was Kai losing against Leon, and then Leon never really became, like, super important. He was, like, a cool side character, but he was never important enough to fight the final boss himself. So it was, like, Ren fights against Kai using Drag Ruler Revenant and loses to the Rebirth, and then I didn't watch Legion arc, so I can't speak on what happened there. And then I know for, like, G, Chrono and all of his friends, Shion, and I forgot the girl. Toka. I forgot the Neo-Nectar girl's name for a second, but they all fought against Kanzaki in a 3-on-1 fight and lost. And then Chrono got the salty run back and pulled next stage out of his ass. And then I can't remember if he ever lost against Chrono Fang. It's been too long since I watched that arc, but I remember Ibuki just, like, fucking dies to Demiurge. So that, like, kinda counts. And then Chrono definitely lost against Gize, where he, like, uses dust and it doesn't work, and then he dies to Ultima. So there is, like, some precedent, and then I just, like, haven't watched any of the anime seasons between all of that and now with Divine Z, so I can't really speak on them. But, like, yeah. I think there's, like, some precedent there. So, like, my prediction, next week is going to be a flashback episode, and then we're going to have, like, a 2-part finale where somebody jobs out to Sybil to establish how powerful they are now. And then, I think the next season is going to be about, like, taking Sybil down. Oh, it was just, like, the Liberator guy that was a barrier to Aichi? Okay. And yeah, so some people went in, like, real frickin' deep on this. Let's go to... Oh, damn it. Twitter is unusable. All, like, the random wrestling stuff because of me, basically. And then just, like, people posting things. I'm trying to find Inkimari's account because they were the ones that, like, had all of the theories tweeted from other people. But essentially, people were able to, like, extrapolate from, like, various Reddit scenes of like, oh, Now's eyes are covered up, and like at the end of her episode, she like found some old card that she was nostalgic for. So people were able to extrapolate from that she was gonna get possessed by Sybil. And I'm just like, God damn, some people are just like too good at this. So we'll see what like evil Sybil or evil Now does. I'm calling her Nowter right now because people were making Now Alter jokes, and I'm like, the pun is right there. Like, it works well enough. So yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking that like either Gui or Jinky is gonna be the one to challenge Sybil, because if it's a Dragon Empire deck like we're all expecting, like I think it just makes sense because Alden's protection ability works against Retire, which is like what Dragon Empire is known for. Possible that we get like old final boss jobs out to the new final boss. Also, my like crackhead speculation is we're getting an Alden mask out of this. You know, like Dragon Empire and Keter Sanctuary never got mask units. There are some people that speculated because the accessory in her hair kind of looks like the little red thing on the mask that maybe we're gonna get Varga mask. I doubt it. I think it's just going to be the like Sybil card, but you know, that would be very funny. But my crackhead theory personally is for Alden mask. So like Jinky is going to start the fight himself, you know, use his divine skill, and then because of like Sybil shenanigans, Gui will take over to like protect him from all of the Sybil nonsense, and then we're gonna get like Alden mask out of that. That is my crack theory for this. I don't think it'll really happen, but it would be really funny if that came true somehow. We'll see if the like weekly streams end up spoiling what's gonna happen in the anime before it actually does. So that's all of the yapping I have. Oh, also, this would be a very funny opportunity for Sybil to just, like, blast all of the markers the way that one Virina card does to, like, counter the Dragon Tree again. Or it'll, like, do something to reverse the over-trigger, kind of like Brant. Like, we'll see. But that is all my yapping about the anime, so let's go over to new cards. If OBS will show this... Oh, it's because I have it minimized. Hello, OBS. Do you want to show Discord for me, please? Okay, I guess you don't. Hello. Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate. All right, well, evidently it does not want to like work for me right now. Okay, well, OBS does not want to cooperate for me, so let me create a new capture for Discord real quick. Yay. Capture Discord, you stupid program. Okay. There we go. Let's do new cards. Alright, so the Tuesday stream got us all of the new Liel cards, and I am only... Oh, Matt's calling me.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? Let me make sure...
Hello.
Hello. Alright, let me make sure the stream can hear you. Let me make sure...
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Alright, let me make sure the stream can hear you. Okay, it seems like they can. How are you doing, Matt? Just doing, like, fighting game stuff?
Alright, let me make sure I can hear you.
Oh.
And,
Alright, let's fix my Discord settings real quick. Where is the microphone? Okay, can you hear me now?
no.
I love this.
Wait.
Okay, how about now?
Oh, I can now.
Okay.
Okay,
I just had to, like, fix my...
I saw it pop up. I saw it pop up green. We're good.
Okay. I just had to fix my microphone settings real quickly. So yeah, today I'm doing the budget deck building stream, but first let's talk... I was going to talk about new cards, because I've already done yapping about the anime while people filter in. People are going to be very weird about Evil now.
Wait. I am completely out of the loop. What happened in the anime? Sorry.
The Dragon Empire girl got possessed by the villain, and so she has like the
Ah,
hot evil outfit now. So people are going to be very weird about it for the next week.
that's unfortunate. Sometimes it's just worse. The evil
Yeah,
outfit that they get, you're just like, oh,
yeah. But there was a very funny tweet someone made because she kind of looks like Kanzaki from G. I'm just like, I can't get this out of my head now. I have to like draw this. This is just gonna be my brain rot for the week.
see.
It's on our Twitter
So,
because I think the stream is on Discord is focused on Discord right now. But anyways, new cards, PogChamp. So we have all of the Liel cards now, and I'm only moderately disappointed by them. Uh, and fuck my wallet.
F. What are they all triple R's or something? Oh,
Oh no, I bought like silver rare Liels. But
okay.
yeah,
Oh, it's not too bad.
yeah.
But yeah, people are gonna be weird. I was
But
expecting worse.
yeah, no, like people are just gonna be weird because the internet sucks.
True. The internet does suck.
So yeah, as I was saying, like the Liel cards are okay. Like it is very weird that the card where the only thing it does is restand itself in the back row. So it's just like a restanding booster is probably like the most obviously good of the three. It's the one that like most improves on the problems the deck has. So Swordsman of Twins, is it Twin Stance? Okay, Swordsman of Twin Stance is tier. So back row rearguard circle. When your column in the same column is bound by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Leal and its card name, stand this unit. That is all that it does. Is it a common or a rare? It's a common, and it's probably like the best card of the three, let's be real.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. Like, one of the problems that Liel has is just trying to make, like, good columns. So, this does help in the sense that, like, having a restanding booster, like, multiple times means that, like, you can kind of maintain decent power even through things like, damage triggers. And also, the grade 1 Euphoria does just give a thing 5k, so you put the 5k onto this, and it'll just, like, restand multiple times if you use the Divine skill, and, like, stack that 5k, which is not terrible. Like, it means the Divine skill is more likely to actually win you the game now. Next we have Knight of Piercing Skies, Pernacetra. During your turn, if your bind zone has a card with the same name, it gets 5k. And then when your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Liel is placed, you can Energy Blast 3 to bind it and draw a card. This is just worse Idorus, right? Like, Idorus gets 10k for having the same name in bind, and then the draw timing on Idorus is better, where it draws you a card when it gets bound by Liel's effect. So this one has, like, really annoying, awkward timing, where it only works when your Vanguard is placed. So it's like, it binds itself, and then you still have to find another copy of it if you want to, like, take advantage of the plus 5k. You're probably not going to do it on the Divine Skill turn, because the column you're not binding with Liel's effect, you just want to, like, keep it around to, like, absorb any triggers you get, right? So you can, like, pump up the numbers and kind of, like, spread out the pressure just based on, like, what you're reading the situation as. So, like, this is just the most useless card. I'll admit, I got myself kind of overhyped for, like, what it could have been, because they didn't show it in the anime. This card is so bad, even the anime knew you weren't gonna play it. But I was kind of expecting, like, that Liel might have gotten something like the Amaterasu G-Guard that lets you, like, soul charge and then look at the top card of your deck. I figured, like, Hikari was going to use that as a way to survive Odium's Divine Skill, and that didn't happen. She just used a different top deck card to grab Amorta for the PG skill, which was interesting to see, but, like, I definitely overhyped myself on what this card would be, but also what we actually got is objectively, like, the worst of the three. And then we got Sequence Wizard. So when it's placed on Rearguard Circle during the main phase, if you have if you have a grade 3 or greater with Lee Ellen's card name, Counterblast 1, look at top 5, choose a grade 3 or less, call it to rearguard circle, shuffle, and then when your other unit is bound by the Vanguard's ability, it gets 5k and you may soul charge. So, the deck did need a way to soul charge, and preferably like in engine. I think this does kind of consolidate a lot of different roles. Like, we already had Valtrosa for a top 5 search, but Valtrosa doesn't gain any power. So, Sequence Wizard, unironically, the plus 5k probably puts it above that. And then...
Triple R, right?
Hmm?
This is a triple R, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It feels necessary.
Yeah. So, like, the plus 5k puts it above that. And then... And yes, there are a lot of notifications on Discord because I never check our Discord. I'm doing a really great job as one of the hosts of this channel.
Look, most of those pings are us.
Yeah, that's true. And then there's like the 200 notifications on all the other servers I have because I don't check those either.
What if I told you I had a Discord server with 9,000 notifications?
So, yeah. I think, like, Sequence Wizard and Ist-Tier are, like, the best 2 cards out of the 3 revealed. I wish we didn't have a non-existent slot taking up some of our support, but what are you gonna do? And then we also got the Hari reveals. So, Darkside Princess is, at the end of the battle attacks, you can put it into Soul, and then GB1 when it's placed on Rearguard Circle from Soul. If you have Grade 3 or greater with Hari, it gets 10k. If you have 2 or more face-up cards in G-Zone, it gets 15 instead of 10. Sure. I feel like this is worse than a worse version of the Shade that Night Rose got.
Yeah, well, maybe the Harry's cooler.
Okay, so Hari. So, like all of the second strides, you have to specifically discard a Hari in its name. For the moment, Zaragoza, yes, the streams are probably replacing the podcast. Because we frequently just, like, run out of ideas. And also, I just like yapping about, like, random miscellaneous stuff. So, and also because Atlas frequently just has a life now that he's married, so, like, having streams just makes it a bit more flexible. Like, if there's something worthy of the podcast, we will still do the podcast, but probably gonna be, like, set reviews or, like, crossovers with other channels. Like, I'm probably gonna keep making, like, shorter discussion videos around 20 minutes whenever I get off my lazy ass to do that. But for the foreseeable future, it's just going to be streams, so we can just do more variety content. Anyways, Hari, like all of them, needs to specifically discard Hari, and then the Magi ability is GB2. When it attacks a Vanguard, you can Counterblast 1, put 2 rearguards into Soul, choose up to 2 cards with different card names from your Soul, call them the rearguard circle, and then choose 2 of your opponent's rearguards, put them into Soul. I don't know if this is an exact copy-paste of the old Dragon Masquerade Hari, but it feels pretty close. What do you think about this, Matt?
This feels like not enough.
Yeah. It, like, makes more attack than Night Rose, but, like, Night Rose was able to gain, like, 10k and a crit on all of the rearguard, or gets a crit on herself, puts 10k on the rearguards. So it's like fewer attacks, but they're bigger, and then also like a bunch of the Night Rose units themselves like gain a bunch of power.
Yeah, this seems like a misses a step in order to be a worthwhile finisher, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It just needs something else.
Yeah. Like, I think it's okay, because you do have, like, Darkside Princess, plus, like, the buff from the crest. You also have the Grade 3 Chimera that gives you an additional attack, so, like, the Masquerade Hari turn is going to be 6 attacks.
Mm-hmm. And you're definitely make sure you need to find Darkside Princess by you get to that point.
Yeah.
Probably a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop.
Yeah, okay, so I'm looking at the old Hari right now. Because that one was like, okay, you can call 3 things from Soul, but you can only eat your opponent's cards if you have 5 or more rear guards, so it's like slightly better in that regard. Also, that one has Counterblast 2 for some reason.
It sure does. Yeah, this one is just Counterblast 1, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like probably better than the old one. It's just like, oh, did the stream die for a second?
Yeah, I think your internet's being a little funny.
Yeah. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth that's probably my internet being a little fucky. Normally we use Atlas and StreamYard, but I'm just streaming off of OBS this week. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of the new cards, but I do find the new garlic card very funny. I like that all of the plant token cards are just like funny little guys.
Oh, I want to see this garlic. Oh my god, look at him.
I know, he's just like a little guy.
That's so great.
Alright, and then I will pretend that we care about Eugene for a minute.
Do we? Oh, pretend. Got it.
Yeah, I can pretend. Oh. Is the stream like going in and out?
It seems to be.
That's so annoying.
No, I think it's good now.
Okay. Because I can't. Oh, okay, no, I was just like zoomed out so I couldn't see the preview. Okay, we're good right now. What?
Yeah.
I just noticed that the Discord screen is randomly smaller than the full screen.
I think it's great that
Mm-hmm.
like we need more cards like Hey Yo Pineapple.
Yes. Although the garlic might be playable, because that one like stands itself when you stand a token in front of it.
We don't hate Eugene. Bushiro hates Eugene, remember.
Yeah. No, the community loves Eugene. Eugene is like a huge meme. But like also I don't okay, that's not true. Atlas is building the deck, because he already has all of the cards.
But every time I think of Eugene, I think about Hey Arnold. The kid who's like, I'm okay.
I only caught bits and pieces of Hey Arnold, so I don't get the reference enough. Unfortunately, yeah. Atlas is not here to just like yap about all of the references that I don't get, because I personally live under a rock.
My apologies.
That's okay. That's why you're here, though. You can make all of the references that I don't get, but chat might.
True. I just was watching Doki Bird play in the Sage Jam Slam.
Ooh, how was that?
Very funny.
Yeah, too many streamers to follow for me to like be able to watch them all. Also, like,
you just pick one, really.
Yeah. Also, like, Doki's model is like too bouncy. You know what I mean? Like, she's very animated, but that means every time she talks, her head goes like, yeah. And it's like very distracting.
A little bit.
Yeah. So anyways, pretending to care about Eugene. So the grade 1 was wrote upon by the grade 2. Search top 5, take one card with Duststorm in his name, reveal it as your hand. So they suddenly decided now that they're gonna care about the Duststorm name, which is like silly. Like, we waited this long to finally like give a crap about the archetypal name. Grade 2, when it's rolled by Eugene, you Energy Blast 3, draw 2, discard or take one card and put it into your soul, which is fine.
Sure.
And then on attack, if your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, plus 5k. Woo!
Wow.
And then Inferno of Duststorm Eugene. So it also counts as the old Eugene. Rest 2 rear guards, choose one column, and then retire all of the rear guards in that column. I mean, it's better than the other ability, which was like rest 2 to retire 1, I think, and then it gains like plus 10k. What the fuck?
Well, this card's way better.
Yeah. What the fuck did old Eugene even do? Yeah.
Go ahead and read it.
Yeah, old Eugene was rest 2, retire 1, and it gets plus 10k. And then, you know, if your opponent's rear guard was retired, you could Soul Blast 5 to call 2 new cards.
Yep.
This one is, when it attacks a Vanguard, you can Counter Blast Soul Blast. Why is it so expensive? To look at the top 5 cards, choose up to 2 grade 3 or lower units, call them to the same column, shuffle, and then it's plus 5k. And then if your opponent is grade 3 or greater, grade 3 or greater, and they have to have 3 or more rear guards without units? I thought it was or. I swear the translation I originally read said or. Then all units called by the ability get plus 5k.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I thought it was... So, I swear when I saw Kyrus's original translation, it was, like, grade 3 or greater, or you have, like, 3... open
And your opponent
circles.
has 3 open circles. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was or, so it was like, oh, that's not too terrible. So like, if you do the thing the deck is supposed to do, it's like better, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I think I just misread it. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's and. Why is plus
Card's
5k?
still
You already
still
have the cursed text on it. Why do they also have to have 3 open circles?
okay, but you maybe can retire a column or something.
Yeah, you can retire a column, which does get around like regular resist, does not get around things like Obscudide that like can't die for no reason. Also, I guess Alden's ability is relevant now. I wish Alden's protection effect just said like can't be chosen instead of can't be retired for a card whose entire name is all about protection. It's surprisingly not good at protecting things.
This card is miles better than the old Eugene, though.
Oh yeah. This card is basically what I expected it to be. Like, I think rest 2 rear guards, they were never going to get rid of that aspect of the card. It was just like ingrained into the way Eugene plays. And then for the other ability, they basically just took the act and made it on attack instead. So this is like exactly what I expected the card to be honest. And then Brilliant Bullet of Duststorm Ragnet. If your Vanguard is great 3 or greater with Eugene, you can rest and Soul Blast 1, choose one opponent's rear guard, retire it. Start of the battle phase, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guard standing, it gets plus 5k. This is a literal copy-paste of a card that already exists.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like, I have no idea why they decided to do this. Cause, let me turn off Discord real quick. Gibra Brachio is an old ass card from like set 2 that has the exact same text, except instead of any Vanguard with Eugene, it was specifically the old one, except the new Eugene also counts as the old one. So this is like a literal copy paste. It feels like the only reason they did it is because the grade 1 now randomly cares about the Duststorm name. I don't know why.
That is hilarious. I didn't even know this card existed.
Yep. And then...
Oh, it's just a random rare.
Yeah.
Huh.
This card
In
is
the
also
second
a
set?
rare, by the way.
In the second set? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Like,
Huh.
they copy-pasted everything, including the rarity. And then the other ones, like, at the start of your battle phase, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guard, stand it. And then if your Vanguard has Duststorm in his card name, it gets 5k shield. So this is also a card that existed in, like, Divine Z set 1, I think, where it was like, if something gets retired, you can restand it, and then it gets, like, 5k shield if you have Eugene.
Alright.
So, like, both of Eugene's support cards are, like, things that already kind of exist.
One of them just literally exists, which is very funny to me.
Yeah. So here's the other one. So she stands herself, gets power plus 5,000, and then if you have a Eugene Vanguard, gets shield plus 5,000. So they just printed 2 cards that already exist. One is worse because it's a common, and the other one is literally a copy-paste of an existing card. I don't know why Bushiro doesn't love Eugene. I mean, I know why.
This one even has Duststorm in the name.
Yeah. Oh, and then we're getting the cursed collab with like the 3D models that stare into your soul.
Wait, okay, so what is this collab? What is it? Fashionable Witches?
Yeah, Love and Berry.
No, I'm good on this.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. So that's all the new cards that are worth talking about. We also got like a card for Gondiva, which funny enough is one of the things we're doing for my little budget deck building stream, which we're going to get into now. So let's pull up Twitter real quick. Hopefully Twitter doesn't serve me anything fucking weird while I'm trying to find the notes app. So right now, I think the plan is I'm gonna go like 2 in each nation. I think I'm gonna do like 1 of each just to try and cover them all, and then if we get this all done before like 8:30, then I'll try to go through all the second ones. Unfortunately, like, some of these might get ruined just by new things. People might start hyping up Varga, even though we have no confirmation that we're getting new Varga stuff with Evil now. Gondiva, I already know the grade 1 promo he shares with Eugene is getting bought out because of New Gene. And then gonna do Direful Dolls. Greedon, I haven't figured out the build for. We're just gonna see me build it in real time. For Brandgate, I have Prison and Avantgarde, because those are the two decks that, like, kinda don't need to use any of the generics. Like, I can probably figure out an Avantgarde build that costs, like, $40. And then Keter Sanctuary, obviously we're going to talk about Undercover because we've been highlighting it. And then, like, I think we can do Minerva cheap without any cyclers. I'm just going to shove every card that says Genesis on it into the deck, and it'll probably be functional. Yes, Mixed Wave, you missed me talking about Evo now. I did it at the start of the stream while people were still trickling in. Stoicheia, I'm going to do Lascaria because that's obviously cheap. And then I think if I tweak a little bit of Atlas's build, I can get Magnolia to be cheap. And then for Lyrical, I'm going to do Sharmo because that can kind of work without any generics. And then a lot of people were just highlighting, like, Flamiglam. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I just need to figure out what replaces Franket in the deck because Franket will ruin me.
Now I have a... we don't need to call the new Eugene. We can just call him Eugene because there's no reason to talk about the old one.
Yes. But... yeah, I was just calling it that because it, like, helps put in context the fact that, like, some of these cards might randomly be expensive for no reason. So, I am going to start with Varga, who is surprisingly pretty cheap now that, like, set 1 got reprinted. So, I think last time I checked it went down to 5, and, like, Shuro was down to, like, 3. So if you just play it a suboptimal build that doesn't have the cyclers, which... you don't, like, need to have them. You can probably actually get Varga surprisingly cheap. Where is the grade 1? That's too far. I'm seeing vanilla cards. There you are.
I wish Vanguard names weren't just a pain in the butt to remember.
Yeah.
And
then
also on?
Starter is, like... I don't think starter matters, so I'm just gonna put literally any starter in the deck. And then literally any energy generator. So, let's just Varga. Let's try to type correctly.
I just don't want this new gene thing to stick, so I'm here to get it right before it does.
That is fair. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who calls it New Gene, but you know.
God, I hope so.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second it was, like, went up to $12 when it was like $9. Let's see if I don't know if I can just put text on the screen right now because I don't use OBS enough, but I am going to put a couple of constraints onto my deck building. So the first one is going to be that the list needs to come in under $100, let's say. I think that's, like, good enough for a budget deck. Obviously, if I can get it lower, I will. I can't find the fucking notepad right now. I'm just going to put a little notepad thing up in the corner. Oh, God.
You broke it.
Yeah, no. I just have, like, a bunch of random readmes open on the Notepad app. So. I think the Notepad app is broken, too. It's just, like, froze up because I kept trying to close all the readmes. Great. I'll put it up later when it decides it. Is it working now? Okay, good. Rules. It's only a couple. So the deck list should come in, like, around $100. I will give it a little bit of leeway for, like, within $5, obviously. And, like, the lower I can get the list, the more I will try. And then the other thing is, like, no one card is over $10. Just because, like, I kinda know the budget building mindset. Like, just the psychic damage that you end up taking when you look at a $15 card and you're like, man, this is like half of my cart right now. So, like, I think that can be an obstacle for people trying to, like, build their deck. Can I even, like, window capture for the Notepad app? Okay, yes, I can. Let's just put this over here underneath me. I don't think that will cover up anything on the screen. So, there are the rules. Deck list under $100, and no individual card being over 10. So I think Rokuse is probably going to be like a 2 of in this list as of right now, because it's like a little bit expensive, but not super expensive. Like I said, Shura is $3, and Varga himself is only 5. I remember when the card was originally like $10, $15 on release, same with like Shura was around like $10, so like now both of them are pretty low. Like we can probably make Varga budget. So let's do that. What even is this? Choose one of your opponents. I don't think we're playing that. So 3 more Vargas, and then yes, the double R I think is also not expensive anymore. Impale Horn Dragon. So for sure, probably just 3 Boulder Axes. Probably 4 of this. The grade 3 that like can't be retired and gets boost. What is this random grade 1 here? Is that just the guy that's power and shield plus 5,000? Yes, it is. So, let's grab triggers. Is the effect... Okay, is Burning Flail, like, expensive right now? I need to see. Why is this card still $5? It's been printed like 5 times already. Come on, man. Oh, I guess there's this one that's like $2. It's not like the most important thing in the world.
Yeah.
But we'll just go with vanilla triggers for now. Like, triggers is one of those ones where, like, I don't think it's that important. So, we're just gonna, like... Also, you get to see insight into my deck building process, which is I just look at a list that has topped recently and copy it. Yes, my like wonderful deck building process. I'm just trying to see. Okay, everyone just plays draw triggers. Is Flare Veil still expensive? That one is more important than the soul charging ability no one ever uses. For fuck's sake. Of course it is. Oh, the newest printing of it is only like $1. Okay, yeah, we can play Flare Veil then. Where is he? 1, 2, 3. Oh, what over trigger do we run? Because everyone runs the blue one, but the blue over trigger is definitely more than $10, so. And we can't run the Dragon Empire one because it doesn't like synergize. Spiritual King.
What, we could run the common over trigger?
No, the yellow over trigger is only $5, and like the red OT is 8. So like I'm okay just shove. When the fuck did the blue one become 20? Okay, no, there's 2 printings of it, so the other one's 15. That's still too expensive. Ooh.
That is a lot.
The heal OT is under $10 right now. Okay, we'll run the purple OT. That one actually works fine in Varga. Let's just over. Okay. We are good now. So we were just running the heal OT. Let's see, what else? PGs. Oh, and heal triggers.
You need heal triggers.
Yeah. I think the counter heals are all pennies now, so we can actually just run one of each, because too many things in the meta do, like, different things. Oh, right. Grade 1. Oh, right. I will learn how to use my filter list eventually.
You're still in grade 0, yeah.
Yeah. This one is one of the ones that, like, that has the text on it, right? Like,
Heal trigger grade 1?
Yeah. Let me see. I think Sanctitude is still too expensive for some reason. Okay,
Really?
so the Crest Sanctitude is under $10. All of the other ones are over. This is one of those, like, I don't know if I should, like, break the not over $10 rule for, like, Sanctitude specifically. But I think for now, I'm going to
put a note if you have one, play it.
Yeah. This is just one of the...
If you bought the whatever they came with and you managed to have one.
If you have Sanctitude, play it. Okay, so we have the PGs, we have triggers. So I need to fill in like 8 more slots, and then I'm gonna like price it out. What did I put duplicates of? I put too many crit triggers. I'm doing great today.
We're trying our best.
Yeah, I just put the same crit trigger twice. There we go. So I need 10 more cards to fill out the list. Oh, what was the other? There was that other grade one that, like, when something was retired, you could, like, draw a card. What was it called? Shit. Retire, draw.
This is what I mean about these Vanguard names being impossible to remember.
Yeah. Oh, here it is, mid-hat. This card is Penny, so we can play 4 of that.
Hell
Did I already put Impale Horn Dragon? Yes, I did. Okay, I know a guy at my locals plays, like, Static Crack. So we'll put that in there, too, because I'm pretty sure Static Crack is cheap as hell. Yeah, Static Crack is cheap as hell, so we can put that in there. Not too many listings of it, though. And then there's just, like, 2 more slots. What else can we do? Because, like, Shura and, like, Boulder Axe can already form, like, a little resource loop where they, like, keep looping each other back. And so we already have, like, plenty of grade 1s. Maybe I'll play that one guy that, like, countercharges when your Vanguard hits. Oh, I know. The Blitz Order.
Oh, yeah.
This guy. What's this called? Defensing Roar. Please don't be randomly expensive for no reason. Okay, thank God. This card is 5 cents. Okay. So, budget Varga. Create. Alright, so let's go and price everything out really quickly. Let's see. What am I on now? Varga. And then, for the sake of simplicity, I am just going to, like, put in my cart whichever vendor has 4. Just because, like, that's how I end up buying things anyways. Is I just try to find the vendor that either, like, matches what I already have or just has, like, what I want in multiples. To make my life easier and cut down on the amount of packaging I have to have.
What, you don't want to get 20 packages with, like, 1 card each?
Right. Well, this one is going to be, like, 20 different packages because I'm too lazy to try and, like, match all of my vendors right now, but, you know. Also, is the chat just dead for me, or is no one posting anything?
Let's find out.
I don't like that this is, like, $2 from Super Games, though. Okay, a couple people are posting. I think no one has been posting, like, up to now. Alright, this is like a 10-cent card. Where is the...
Optimized cart? That is true. You can't do that.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I have right now? Have the starter, Impale Horn. What else do I need? Static Crack. Oh, I guess if I have Defensing Roar pulled up, I'll just grab 2 of them. Add to cart. What else do I need? Static Crack.
No, I'm not ignoring you, I promise.
I mean, well, Matt, you're going to have to entertain the chat more than me because I'm going to be focused on deck building, but we're not ignoring you, probably.
Right. Okay.
Dino Breeze. Why is it so hard to find a vendor that has two copies of a card?
Everyone's talking about the new Astro Boy game. It looks very cute.
Oh, there's a new Astro Boy game. Interesting. Vega. Yeah, you're right. It is very hard to, like, remember the names of these cards. Thank God these were reprinted so that they're not, like, randomly $5 cards anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why Vanguard cards have like a lot of the words in their name like nobody uses.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the one that does, it's like it's either some other generic card effect or it's like the card that does this, which is not helpful for looking it up.
Did I already put Glaive Dragon in there? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. What am I missing? 2 copies of Rokusei.
Oh yeah. I hate it when there's like 4 different people who haven't even at a nickel, but you know, and then like one person for like 20 cents who has like 100 copies, and you're like, well,
yep. Like, guess we're paying. I don't think I put Mid-Hat in the... in there yet. Okay. Right,
I'm not sure what the solution is for that. Well, there's not really a solution, right? Because it's just like I opened some packs and I put the cards that I opened on.
Yeah. Okay, well, my rule is no individual card being more than that. We will ignore shipping for now, for the sake of pricing it out. Oh, right, the draw triggers. That's what I'm missing.
You need those.
Yep. Thank God these got reprinted. Okay, I'm missing 2 more cards. What am I missing? Oh, normal heal triggers, right? Am I missing? Am I just missing? No, I have normal heal triggers. What am I missing? What random 2 of am I missing right now?
You got the first card you looked at, the card that was like $10. You got that one?
Yeah. Static Crack I have 4 of. I put 4 Vargas for sure. Put a grade 0. I'm going to ignore the energy generator for this. This is one of those, like, just have it. Static Crack is at 4. Oh. I only bought 2 mid-hats for some reason. Okay, this did not come in under $100 like I thought it would. We're gonna have to make some cuts to this deck. So, I guess we can't play Rokusei after all. Yeah, if I cut the 2 copies of Rokusei, it comes to 99, and then you can just replace it with, like... Okay, that's a little unfortunate, because Rokusei is a little bit important in that, like, the stopping your opponent from intercepting is nice for, like, getting rid of some of their utility. But if it comes down to it, play the common that says plus 5k power and shield. There you are. Kofu.
Tragic.
Yep. And, you know, just play, like, the shit OT if you really need to. Or, like, if we want to have Rokusei in the deck, just play, like, the shit OT. The one that's just, like, 10k to... Yeah, so if I cut Rokusei out of the deck, then it suddenly becomes $99, which comes in just under the threshold of what I wanted to build. So, yes, this is, like, budget Varga.
Dang, even with
Yeah, no, this one was like, I was really thinking though, like, with everything becoming like way cheaper for like the core cards, that it would probably be closer to like $80 or something, but Bushiroad, why you got a system error? Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's budget Varga. So next up, we're going to go into Dark States. I took down the tweet. But I was doing Direful Dolls for that. I remember. So let us create a new deck for Direful Dolls. Dark States. You get to see my horrible typing skills on display, by the way. Direful Doll. I hate that this, like... Oh, that's what I did wrong. I switched to the wrong tab. There you are. Da. And then the energy. Just... Okay, out of curiosity, how much is the, like, energy? Let's remove the cart for... Alright, let's clear our cart now. Surely there's just a button I can click to remove all, right?
It should be.
There should be. Where? Clear cart. There it is. Okay. Direful Doll. At least this one will be easy, because I'm putting literally every card that has Direful Doll in its name. Speaking of... I'm pretty sure that's also just what an actual Direful Doll deck looks like, but like most decks play like cyclers.
Yeah, a lot of people stop doing singles because I guess hard to compete. Bruce is cool.
Do we? Okay, Atlas is gonna have to remind me. I feel like we might have had a TCG affiliate link at some point, but like... I don't actually remember, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the Jewel Beasts are all expensive now. I know the Cyclers are still expensive. Let's see what Japanese lists are looking like. I think I want to go back to, like, June? What is this, a deck list for ants?
Yes.
That's a little too big. I only have a 125.
I like that moment where everyone was just, like, having, like, the worst way to present their Pokemon deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a fun little trend. So yeah, obviously we're not going to be able to play the Cyclers here, but that means we just get to play more copies of the bad Direful Dolls that people don't play at high copies. And yeah, we also can't afford the cats either, because I'm pretty sure all the Jewel Beasts are like stupidly expensive for no reason. So let's just open a new tab. Jewel Beast. Yeah, they're all like 10, 20... Oh, except for the Dragon Empire one, because apparently nobody plays those two. But like, the Keter one is like $10, the Darkseid's one is $12, this one's $5. So it's like, the nations that aren't super meta right now are like not being played, and then the ones where people are definitely playing them are all $10. Sad. Anyways, we're just... Direful Dolls, we are just putting cards with Direful Doll in its name into the list. Did it not save my ride deck? It did. Oh, this is 8 out of 50. I can read. Man, the great part about streaming is that I get to expose how fucking stupid I am. There we go. We're not playing those two because they're bait. Let's see. Still, we played this at 4. Let me look at these. Alright, this is an older list, so we're still, like, main decking some of the names. I'll see about main decking the ride deck cards later. If we, like, run out of... Okay, what do you do, exactly? So, when it attacks, you can put a card from drop into soul, gets 5k for each grade of the card put, and at the battle, you can bind it, and then on hit, you can retire something. Yeah, well, that's worth playing at 4. Let's see, this one is, like... Bind it to energy charge. We'll see when we have enough names. Okay, that's that. Let's see.
Are you in a BCS Sacramento? Says Mixfade.
Yes, I am. So I am going to be at BCS Sacramento. I believe Atlas will not be, but But yes, I am going to be going, so I will be there. I only live like a couple hours out, so it's not that big a deal for me to just drive up there. I believe Silver is going to be there too, so I'll probably like meet up with them and hang out. You know, the artist formerly known as Chris Fleming. I don't actually know if they're okay with me like saying their old name or not, but I'll have to ask them at some point. I don't want to like
Yeah,
I don't want to like mess that up or anything.
we'll just call them Silver.
Yeah.
Will Matt come to BCS Philly? Almost certainly not.
I will just play normal triggers for now. If I can find any of the normal triggers, where are all the normal crit triggers? There they are. You know what? Let's play the dragon on a ball to keep that circus aesthetic going with the direful dolls. I'm missing triggers, so I have...
Well, I guess I am in Virginia now, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Most people play front triggers. Okay, is the effect front cheap? I hate that I have to like look this up for all of them, because some of them are cheap, but some of them aren't. Oh. What was his name again? Diablos Girls. That one is sold out for some reason. That one is $7. Why are people suddenly buying out the front for... Is it Odium? Is it because of Odium? I don't want to, like, play the effect fronts just because that could be a problem for, like, price. Like, it'll randomly increase the price of the deck. Is there a Direful Doll front? There is not. That's very unfortunate. How much is the effect draw? Yeah, it's really annoying that, like, a bunch of Dark States cards are suddenly expensive because of Odium hype. I think my list was just playing draw triggers, although that does risk you decking out, and I don't actually know if I have enough copies of Natalia to play fronts. If I remember from my Omina Grugio list, I actually don't, which is, frightening. And based on the time it is right now, I think we're only going to have time to go through, like, one of each deck that I put up. Maybe we'll do a part 2 of this where I build some of the other ones. God, I hope Riley is actually cheap right now. It's not. We're just gonna play generic front triggers if that's the case. Oh, that's so annoying, actually, that, like, front triggers are...
I'm just surprised they haven't, like, reprinted the, like, the effect triggers into the ground.
Yeah. I mean, like, they are reprinting them, right? Oh, actually, I forgot, right? There's the new one, so Riley actually is just, like, $1. Yeah, because I keep looking at, like, the old ones, because they're, like, the most prominent, but yeah, they just got reprinted in set 3, which is why they're all, like, $1. Oh, there's the version of Natalia that's $1, but that one's already slowly disappearing, because, like, the actual one is, like, 3. Yeah. Because, yeah, if I look at, like, the effect triggers, they all actually end up being, like, $2 or $3. You know what? We'll just put the front triggers in there, because that's what people are playing, and then, like, we'll figure it out eventually. I think, like, Direfall Dolls is the one that, like, everything else is going to be so dirt cheap that you shouldn't have a problem just buying 3 Natalias, even if they're, like, $3. Okay, back to the Direful Doll names. There are no Direful Doll front triggers, unfortunately.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Are the lyrical ones especially bad? I guess you get so few of them because they're in, like, gold sets now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're at, like... Alright, I guess I'll just start putting in some of the bad Direful Doll names, so just, like, more of this, and then... Still going to play, what's her name? Short Sparta. Because I know that card is like pennies. And then I need to fill up like 4 more spaces. I already put Sentinels in there. I have all the triggers. Surely there's more like bad Direful dolls that I can just shove in there for the sake of space.
ED triggers.
We could put the one that gives you a guard restrict
Zaro
randomly.
goes to ask about DD triggers over effect triggers and Direful dolls.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, you have the room to be playing both anyways, but like you're definitely going to be playing the Direful doll triggers because they get extra shield value. Because like this is going to be a 20k shield all the time if you manage to bind it off of Sparta, so I don't see why you wouldn't bother just playing them when like the difference between this and the other one is 5k, but the other ones are also situational, so I think just being a consistent 20k off of Sparta is fine. We'll do 2 of this, and then is Gungram. Oh, you know the other thing that's probably making them all expensive is the what's his name? Hari deck set 2.
Oh yeah.
I don't actually remember how to spell Gungram's name. Steam. Was he a Steam Gunner? Yes. Steam Gunner Gungram. Why is there another G? There we go. I don't even think I even need to put the word budget in here. I guess technically I do because we're not playing the cyclers, which makes the deck a little bit suboptimal. But, you know, I think Direful Dolls is one of those decks that's like competent enough in engine that you can probably skimp on those like minor optimizations that will cost like double the price of the main deck. Also, I like really need to use the bathroom. Can you entertain chat for a little bit, Matt?
Sure. All right, chat. Have you all checked out Deadlock yet? Be funny if I could put something up on stream, but he has control over all that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. They can still hear us. It's pretty cool. It's weird because it's definitely a MOBA. So it's definitely more like Smite than it is like anything else. What's my favorite deck to play in Standard? I don't know. I haven't played Standard in a while. Yeah. I like the aesthetic of it a lot. I like the occult 1920s aesthetic. I think it's pretty cool. It's a lot harder than like League for me though. It's hard to see everything, and pay attention to everything around you. Where League you can kind of see the whole screen. Makes it a lot easier. At least for me. You're about to head out. All right, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. But yeah, I can definitely feel like nothing I right somehow Valve's just accidentally making a game or something. Like even though it's like really early, like the game seems to have a lot of legs. Uh, I, I'm, but some of the characters like don't fit in the settings just because like they were designed for like a different game they were trying to make, and like the game got reworked a billion times. But it's definitely not like TF2 or Overwatch. It's like a hero shooter in the sense that there are heroes and you're shooting. Oh yeah. Especially if there's free food, you should definitely go. The golden rule of college is that if the event has free food, you go. Oh yeah, for sure. Better late than never. Talk to some people, meet some people. It's honestly been a great part of playing offline fighting games is I get to talk to people. It's pretty great.
Don't be like me, where all of my friends live in Southern California, so instead of going out, I just like hang out at home and do nothing.
All right, but
Also,
you could boot up Under Night and we could play.
yeah. Also, I forgot to like title the stream.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right, so
Under Night is so
mhm.
fun. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say like, yeah, I probably should try to load up Under Night at some point. I like have it, and I practiced it a little bit, and then like couldn't stick with it long enough to actually like play. That's so annoying how like none of the cheap vendors have like 2 copies of this fucking card. Come
I'll tell you
on.
this right now. If you boot up God Concord dying in like 3 weeks, it's so funny.
Was it even 3 weeks?
No.
It was like 12 days, wasn't it? Like, this somehow died faster than the Love Live game that announced and EOS at the same time.
That's incredible, honestly. At least the Love Live game is we're gonna last 3 months. That's it. And everyone's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
The Love Live game might have made more money than Concord, despite people knowing it was dying.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta have your anime JPEGs.
Right? I definitely know that feeling.
And Love Live fans they're different.
Yeah.
Bad, but different. The KFC dating sim, that was a good bit. Speaking of which, at the Nintendo Direct, so there's a Nintendo Direct last week, but the Japanese Nintendo Direct had Tokimeki Memorial for the Switch, which, if you have 6 hours to kill, I highly recommend the Action Button Reviews Tokimeki Memorial video. It is incredible. Probably one of the best videos on YouTube, in my opinion. But it is 6 hours, so.
Jesus.
But Tim Rogers is the GOAT.
I probably have 6 hours to kill, but also I don't know that I want to commit the 6 hours to that.
But Tokimeki Memorial is incredible. Oh, the versus Capcom Marvel's Capcom collection comes out next week. That's true.
That's pretty cool.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, if like the university, if there's like a student culture to go to that event, it'll get used a lot more. But yeah, if people are like constantly blowing off the event, then yeah, it's unfortunate. But the only way, well, but I am terrible at versus games, so I probably will not be playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again, forever.
Let's see.
Versus games are hard.
I don't think I got the grade 1 yet. My favorite part about this is just going to be checking my cart to see what I do and don't have. I don't even know if I'm going to get through all of the nations once this stream. Because I think like probably like 8:30 was going to be like the hard cutoff for this, just because I don't want to be here forever doing this. We might just have to split this into part 2.
Oh, it is 8 already. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. It was just like Because I started the stream a bit later because I was still eating dinner and I had to like set up off of OBS.
Mm.
And like, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to like keep yapping forever now that I've already gone through all of the anime yaps.
But I will say one of the funny bits of the Tokimeki Memorial video is that the writer for Tokimeki Memorial, is named Koji Igarashi, which you might have heard of before, who went on to, be the scenario writer for games like Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Ah, that's where I heard the name from. Yeah, I'm like, I did hear this name before, I just don't know, like, where.
So it's pretty funny. Was not working on Castlevania before that, but really wanted to go to Castlevania. Good old Konami.
Thank God this card is 10 cents. I remember it like spiked a little bit because people were using it in Dire Falls.
Tragic.
Okay, that's 41. I already have the 2 Gungrams. I'm missing OT, another crit. What is this named again? Can I can't even copy paste. You're kidding me. Yeah, this card's like $1, thank God. We'll get the shiny one. Why not? I think second crit trigger. Lively Breath Dragon. Sure. Whichever one. I might look into, like, the Deadlock game myself, just because I want other things to be able to, like, play with my friends, and my friends are already, like, brain-rotted by League. Maybe I can convince them to play another MOBA.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's like Overwatch, although admittedly I have not played terribly much Overwatch. There are 4 lanes in this game with 6v6. But right now there's like 2 duo lanes and 2 solo lanes, but sometimes you just get like in a weird duo lane. Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I know people who played that game for like a month when it came out, and they were like, I'm gonna go so hard on Pokemon Unite, and they did not.
There should be 54 cards in my cart, not 50. Unless I'm going crazy. I forgot to put 4 copies of Android into this. Or the other copies of Android into this. I am very smart. Oh my god. Not that that would make the deck any more expensive, just the, like, how the hell did I forget my Persona rides?
Yeah, it's I don't like it mechanically, I think. I like Crustle. That was pretty much the only reason to play the game. I just think that Pokemon is funny.
Oh, the front triggers, that's what I'm missing.
Oh, and Cramorant. Cramorant is a beautiful baby.
Natalia. Whatever. This deck is like $50. Okay, what's the one card I'm missing now? There's like still one I'm missing. I hate this. And I even have like more cards than that are in my actual list. The 2 Gungrum. I put that one in there, right? Surely I put the one card that lets you win the game.
Maybe.
Okay, I evidently didn't.
You fool.
Right, because I couldn't find the, like, regular printing of her. There she is. Okay, now there's 57 cards in here, which is, like, also incorrect. But, like, move that down to 3. Remove this. There we go. 54 cards, and it's only $51. Direful Doll deck is, like, one of the cheapest decks you can build.
Nice. With shipping, $52? Not bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, Direful Doll is, like, super duper cheap. You can build it basically in archetype and just cut out the generic crap like the cyclers, and I think the deck is still, like, perfectly fine at the end of all of that. Like, this is not too far off from my list, except for, like, having cyclers, but, again, we're on a budget, so... And then, because it's getting close to 8:30, I'm gonna do, like, one more, and I'm gonna try to speed run through it, so... Fuck. I keep closing Twitter.
You absolute buffoon.
Oh, this is easy. I can just do Undercover, because I already have a list for it.
Oh, there you go.
I already made a list, I just have to find it. I'm doing, like, Market Watch style posts this entire week, because, like, this is all I've been thinking of. Didn't I post a deck list? Where is it? There we go. And then, yeah, I already, like, made a list for Undercover, so we can just do that. Let's go back to TCG Player. And I can even afford to maybe put Turners in the deck. God, I hope Daira has not randomly become, like, $20 while I wasn't looking. Fuck! Alright, well, I hope you already bought Undercover when I made my list, because this was, like, $60 when I built it, and now Daira is gone.
Oh. Well, beans. Why'd that happen?
I don't fucking know.
I blame you. I blame you.
Possibly. Let's see. Because, yeah, like, I've been checking it all week, and it's been, like, $8 the entire time, and now the card is suddenly gone, which makes my life much harder. This is probably my fault, but, yeah, I think it's getting close to the time we normally, like, stop streaming, and I know it's, like, late o'clock for you, so I don't want to keep you here forever. I don't really want to be here forever. This took much longer than I thought it would.
It do be like that. Y'all are market pushers. Wait, Atlas, why would you do that?
I know. This is all your fault, Atlas. I even gave you 2 copies of the card already. I don't know if you got them yet. But this was the list that I was running originally when Daira was still affordable. Unfortunately, I don't think Daira is replaceable in this deck, not only because you need Undercover names, but this is also, like, one of the only cards that gets you card advantage on a budget. Or it used to be. You know, now we're just gonna have to, like, live with it. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, what happened?
I'm gonna believe that you influenced. You're an influencer.
Yeah, no, I think it's just, like, people naturally buying it out over time. It doesn't look like there's any, like, major buyout. There just wasn't a huge supply of it initially, and people just naturally bought it out. That is very unfortunate. So this went on longer than I thought it was. Maybe I will just try to push, like, a Minerva deck really quickly. I think I can, like, make that work.
I believe in you.
Minerva. Let's see, grade 2. Put one of you. Put one of you. Okay, fine. I don't think the starter actually matters, so we'll just put any starter.
I think we're past that, Mixed Wave.
Yeah. I have now stubbornly decided that I'm just going to build a Minerva deck really quickly in spite of the TCG market. Oh, keep that there. So, yeah, we're doing this now. Thankfully, the triggers are already here. The triggers are all pennies. Like, the pricing is about the same as all of the other ones. I'm probably gonna skip the part where I like actually price the deck out just because I'm lazy, but you know.
Mood.
Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3. No one plays Melissa, right? Yeah, no one plays Melissa. And where's the other Regalia? Where's Angelica? There you are. Da, da, da. And then I just need like 8 more cards to fill up the list. Yes, I will destroy the Keter market. I already have 4 copies of Taith Fault. What else can we put in here? Fuck. I don't actually know. I forgot what I was going to do for the rest of the deck for this. Because I need to fill like 8 more cards. I already had perfect guards in here, right? Yes, I did. Oh. Wait, there was the other Genesis card. Where? Cider. 4 of Cider, and then, I don't fucking know. You know what? Sure, we'll just play Melissa too. What's like a random one of that's funny to put in the deck for no reason? You. Where'd that grade 1 go? Yeah. Minerva. There, Genesis. I'll price it out really quickly too.
What the?
Oh, right, I haven't cleared my cart yet. Clear cart. Minerva's around $5, which is like good enough.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, chamomile. Who cares? Whichever vendor has 4 copies of it. Shipping my mortal enemy. Why is this card $3.99? This might be a Vargo where I like come in very close to 100, but not quite under. Why the fuck?
I was surprised at the price of some of those cards in Varga.
Yeah, some of those cards were just like, why? It's my internet shitting itself. There we go. It's loaded now. Applewood
Definitely
cider.
leave your dorm. Even if it's just to walk around and do nothing. Farting around is part of life.
Yeah. Don't be... No, actually, I did leave my dorm. I, like, hung out with you guys to play Vanguard, but I also went to Anime Club, which helped me socialize.
True.
And, like, I'm still friends with some of those people.
Imagine admitting to watching anime. Couldn't be me.
I know, right? I mean, I haven't been watching too much anime recently. I think the one show I've consistently kept up with is Pseudo Harem from this season because it has the ultimate male fantasy, a girlfriend who will do dumb bits with you.
Holy. That's powerful.
I know, right? Oh, you know what the random one of could have been is Twin Cast. I keep forgetting that I can put Regalis pieces into these decks. You know, let's put a Twin Cast in here. Twin Cast is, like, not expensive for a decently okay card. I think at this point I just need the triggers. So... Blade Feather... Dragon... But yeah. But for those of you who haven't watched it, the premise of Pseudo Harem is like, you know, a new girl joins the acting club at her school, and she like hits it off with her senpai who does like dumb bits. So, while he's goofing off, he like offhandedly mentions that he wants a harem. So she just starts like acting out all of the different like harem roles.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's like super cute and wholesome. I really like it. Martin Noah.
Yeah, honestly, I look at the season of anime and I see like 20 shows with blah 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 in another world and I close it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm like, God, the state is so bad.
Yeah, there is so much slop. Although I will say I have been reading like one isekai, which is the Red Ranger became an adventurer in another world, so it's just tokusatsu isekai. Like that one was kind of fun just because like the way it works out is it just becomes a toku show.
Yeah,
So
it
like
is.
and that one's getting an anime adaptation in January, I think. So, which was like how I got into it, but
Yeah,
that one
luckily
was like fun.
luckily we get some good shows every now and then.
Yeah. I have also been watching Mayonaka Punch. I'm not up to date with it, but that one's fun because it's about being a YouTuber and the main character is just awful, as you would expect a YouTuber to be.
Yeah, sounds right.
She's such a fucking disaster, and I love her for it. Atlas is asking you what it would take to watch Blank in Another World.
I would not. Nothing. I don't need to subject myself to such garbage.
Am I missing anything? Oh, starter. Okay.
There's supposed to be a Kimi Todoke season at some point or another.
Yeah, chamomile is in there.
I think that's next winter.
Surely I put the Melissa in there.
Look, not every show can be good. In fact, most of them won't be.
Evidently I did not put any copies of Melissa in my cart.
But I have that thing where I just don't care about
Yeah.
most shonen anime, so I just like like a lot of stuff just doesn't even apply to me.
Mm-hmm. Alright, this is 56 cards, but it still comes in under 100, so there you go.
56.
Yeah,
You have to make a cut somewhere.
yeah, I'm sure like I'll figure out how to cut it later. This is not an exact perfect deck list, but I was only running 2 copies of Melissa, so I can like cut one of them. Where's the extra one? And then like the other extra card is Paranum that you don't really need, but like I'm just gonna leave it in there for options. But yeah, this is like the list. It kind of works, and like it still comes in at under $100. So there we go. That's 3 budget-ish decks. Varga ended up being more expensive than I thought it would. Same for Minerva. I kind of thought if everything was under $5 in the list, that it would be a little bit cheaper, but evidently not. You can probably like bum triggers off of people at your locals to like cut down on the price. I'm sure people will give up those and like PGs because they print them regularly enough to not be expensive anymore. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be it for the stream for now. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye. Atlas will not be here next week either because he has like a family thing. So next week is probably going to be me building the other 3 budget decks.
I'll probably be around.
All right. I will see you later.
Goodbye, everyone.